welcome to JTInTheRaw Show 18, and I'm coming to you live from DMAC Fitness down in Wollongong. We've got our New South Wales personal trainers, industry leaders roundtable down here, and we're meeting at this brand new studio. Check it out. Let me take you on a bit of a spin around the club or the studio, and you can see there it is. How about that artwork? That's pretty cool. Look at that. There's a couple of the boys. Wave, JTInTheRaw boys. Say good morning. Good morning. Okay, enough of those reprobates. Good blokes they are. Welcome, everybody. And I'm just going to put this, I'm actually putting this, would you believe, on a ladder so that I can tune into you guys and you can see what's doing. Okay, I want to start off this morning on a bit of a somber note. And I really, you know, JTInTheRaw is supposed to be uplifting and inspiring and motivating, but just on a somber note, I'd like to pass on my condolences to the Aussie families who have suffered this week in that horrible, horrible accident up at Dreamworld. You know, whenever anybody dies, it's horrible, and when families die, and the whole thing is just gut-wrenching, and, you know, so many people have been impacted. I don't know any of the families, but I just want to pass on my best wishes to everybody involved. And I also want us to spare a thought for the poor 18-year-old girl who was on her very first day of work at Dreamworld, and she was in charge of the safety switch on Thunder Rapid. So, you know, we often think about the people that have passed away and their families, but there's so many other people. So my thoughts go out to all the staff of Dreamworld, the family, the rescuers that had to get there, and it's just a horrible, horrible thing, but just an accident. So, so my thoughts go out to you guys. Morning, Chantel. Morning, Eugene. Morning, Sylvia. Morning, Travis. How you going? Benny, good to see you this morning on that workout. As a friend of mine said to me on Wednesday, these people from that experienced this incident this week, you know, they're going to grieve, they're going to be sad, and they will move on with their lives, but they're never, ever going to forget what they witnessed. And their lives are changed forever. And for some of them, that forever is a very, very long time. So, as I say, my thoughts are with all of them, and please join me in wishing them all the very best. Okay, on a happier note, I've got, hey Trav, how you going? That puppy of yours, I love it, but also love that bump that's popping up too, mate. Okay, not your bump, Travis, but you know what I mean. Okay, shout outs today. I've got a shout out first of all to Mark Gagnon and the URSA team. I want to say a huge thank you to you guys. Every year I nervously await an email from URSA to find out if I get to present at their international conference, and I was accepted again to present in Los Angeles in 2017. So thank you, Mark and the URSA team. I'm 99% sure that this is my 10th consecutive year speaking at that conference. So I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity. Never take it for granted, and always hope that I get picked, and thank you for selecting me. So I can't wait to head across to the US to be there in March. My second shout out goes to Bill Moore. Bill Moore is the CEO of Fitness Australia, who I literally bumped into at Melbourne Airport yesterday. And as we walked through security and then through the Qantas Club, a couple of things that I really noticed about Bill, you know, one was he was always smiling. He was very happy. You know, he just was so polite to people. There were so many pleases, there were so many thank yous, and he really engaged with the staff of Qantas in the club. I was like amazed. This is incredible, and it dawned on me that, you know, as an industry, we're very lucky to have a magnificent leader of Fitness Australia who is like this as a leader. It was incredible. And the second thing that dawned on me is, God, I've got shit manners. My manners are terrible. So thank you, Bill, for inspiring me to really improve my manners, really improve my pleases and my thank yous and my smiles. I really appreciate it. And I want to challenge all you guys that are listening today to do the same. Over the next 7 days, let's up our level of pleases. Let's up our thank yous and really try to connect with people. So thank you, Bill. I really appreciated that kick in the pants. It was awesome. Morning, Christy, how are you? You in an airport? I can't imagine. No, I'm not in an airport. I'm in a gym, kind of. Okay. I got an Ask JT this week, and remember, you can hashtag Ask JT any questions you like. You can Facebook me, you can email me, you can tweet me, anything you like. Put a question through to me and I'll try and answer it for you. Morning, Dave Rimmer. How are you this morning? Morning, Riso. Thanks for the use of the gym. I owe you 25 bucks. Sorry. Actually, I should have a JT rant. I'm in Wollongong, as I said, and there is not a single gym in Wollongong I can use as a casual visitor at 6 a.m. Not one. Not one. People could be missing out on income down here, I'm telling you. Okay, so my question this week comes from Richard. And Richard Facebooked me this message and he says this: I'm launching my new group training program and nothing like this exists in my town. It's a very different service to gym memberships and it's even different to PT. How do I tell people about the benefits of my service? Okay, so here's my answer to you, Richard. Your marketing message is not about what you do, but rather what you enable to happen. Let me say that again. Your marketing message is not about what you do, but rather what you enable to happen. This means asking the question, why does that matter? Why does that matter? Morning, Simon Hurt. Morning, Stace. Morning, Matt Parry. Okay, why does that matter? When you ask this question, perhaps even several times, you get to the heart of the matter. You get to the core reason that somebody is going to buy your product, whatever that product will be. You can then focus on the specific outcome or the result that they will achieve. So for example, morning Craig Mack, for example, when you ask this question, why does it matter, Richard, to your group training program benefit? I'm assuming group training benefit is, it's a high intensity workout, right, Richard? Why does that matter? Well, it means that you've got to have a shorter workout. Okay, why does that matter? It means you can have a more efficient, more time efficient workout. Great, Richard, but why does that matter? Well, that means that you can spend more time with your family or friends, not at the gym, because you've got a more time efficient workout. Boom! You got it, Richard. Now you've come up with the core result for your clients, the core results of your product. Everybody watching right now, I want you to think about what you do or what you sell and ask the question, why does that matter? Why does that matter to my customer? Keep asking that, like peeling an onion back. Keep asking, why does that matter to my customer? And you're going to get the essence of what your product delivers or what your service delivers to the customer. So if you like my answer to that, please tag anybody below in order for them to learn about the question, why does that matter? Just put their name in the comments and they're going to get this video for them to really quiz themselves on why does that matter in order to come up with a really strong marketing message to your consumer. Morning, Rami, and morning, Jason Sachicki from the United States of America. Okay, what have I been listening to this week? This week I listened to, it's gone quiet here in the gym. It's all very quiet. Okay, so this week I listened to Convince and Convert podcast. Now, this is a really interesting podcast in itself. So what it is, it's a lady who reads the #1 blog that was downloaded or read on the Convince and Convert website. Isn't that what a cool way to get online without having to it's just repurposing information, just repurposing. So the blog's there, she reads the blog, and that becomes a podcast each week. How simple is that? Anybody could do that, and all of a sudden then you've got more online presence, helping with your SEO, positioning yourself, etc., etc. Okay, so the podcast was talking about competition and strategies to compete. Now, in the fitness industry, in the real estate industry, in massage industry, in whatever industry, we're talking about competition is rife. Even in my industry, as a consultant in the fitness industry, wow, oh my God, there are so many consultants now out there. We're all competing. And what this strategy said, and it's a fascinating strategy, are you ready for it? To compete, stop chasing better and focus on different. Stop chasing better and focus on different. Wow, this strategy hit me personally like a ton of bricks being dropped from 40 foot that just landed straight on my head. Like I said, in my industry, in what I do, there are consultants everywhere. And I like their Facebook pages. I'm following their Facebook feeds. I'm looking at their websites. And all the time I'm thinking, okay, how can I be better than them? How can I offer more services than them? How can I refine what I do so I'm better than them? Holy shit, what am I doing? It goes, this podcast profoundly affected me and my business. So much so that my 2017 strategy is now established. My plan, my business plan is no longer going to be, how do I get better than these consultants? It's going to be, how am I different to these consultants? What can I continually be doing different? And my goal is every 3 months next year is to release a brand new product to active management that is different, that differentiates myself. That's my goal. Morning, Ed Gober. Morning, Mike Han. Morning, Boof. Grant Richardson, how are you? Okay, this week, it's a pretty full week for me. On Monday, I'm hanging out with Steve Jensen from Impact Training. We're going to look at how impact and active management can work a little bit closer together. And we're going to talk about monetizing some of our products. Steve thinks very laterally, probably more laterally than me, so I'm looking forward to hanging out with him to do that. Morning, Lisa. I mentioned you earlier. Morning, Mark Stevens. Then for the rest of the week, I'm off to Perth. I'm not going to see the Melbourne Cup. I'm not a punter, so that doesn't matter. So morning, Shauno downstairs, wherever you are. So I'm off to Perth this week. I'm going to be working with 3 different clubs. I've got one day working in the trenches with some customer service managers, and we are going to be working there talking about customer service and how to make members like us more. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then I get to do a couple of days of strategy work, and I love doing that stuff. So that's going to be awesome. Next Friday, back in Sydney. Get back into Sydney on Friday. I've got no idea where I'm going to be. So if you want me to be in an exotic location in Sydney, pop that location in the comments and I'll be there. Or if you want me to come to your gym and have a workout beforehand and then do my live show, JTInTheRaw, like this one, live in a studio, just put that down in the comments and I might meet you there for a workout. Okay, quote of the week before we finish up. Quote of the week. This is not going to surprise you what my quote of the week is. It is not going to surprise you. Stop competing on better and compete on difference. Stop competing on better and start competing on difference. Thanks for tuning in to JTInTheRaw. I'm off now to the New South Wales Personal Trainers, Industry Leaders Roundtable. Tuning out. See you next week. Don't forget, put in the comments below where you want me next week, and I'll look forward to talking to you later. Cheers, guys.